When I burnt down the foundations and started again, everything shifted. I knew there had to be a better way, and I couldn't keep sacrificing my health and my sanity and my family for a business that I had built to give us freedom. I didn't need more motivation. I was so motivated. I had goals. I was so determined. And I had been hustling for so long. It was all I knew. But what really shifted everything, I needed a digital framework that carried the weight with me, or better yet, for me. And so I built it piece by piece, night after night, until one day it worked. My business started attracting clients instead of me chasing them. Leads were coming in while I slept. My content had a strategy, not just stress behind it. Systems ran without my constant supervision. And for the first time in years, I felt free. I could breathe again. I could step away without fear. I could finally run my business instead of letting it run me into the ground. Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Property Management Podcast. Before we dive in, I just want to give a shout out to all of you out there listening, especially those of you who listen consistently and regularly every single week. We have just hit 60,800 downloads of the Property Management Podcast. We've got over 200 episodes now, and I am super grateful for every single one of you. If you could do me a small favor, it's the only thing I will ask of you. If there is somebody that you know in the industry that's struggling right now, please reach out and send them an episode to listen to that you think might help them overcome some of their struggles or challenges. And today I want to dive into an episode and share with you something epic that I have created. I actually created the digital marketing school 3 years ago. But as I was literally finishing building it, the world of digital changed and AI came along. And I realized that I had to burn down the foundations of the digital marketing school and rebuild it from the ground up. Of course, integrating AI into it. It had changed so much in those 3 years since when I first launched it. So I have now just opened up the doors to enroll in my newly built digital marketing school. It's now called the Digital Marketing and AI Academy. And I'd love to invite you inside to join. But first, I want to just share my story around why I created it and how I created it and the type of support and transformation that you'll get if you join inside it. So I want to take you back to a moment I remember far too clearly. It was one of those mornings where your body wakes up before your mind and the heaviness hits before your feet even touch the floor. Now, this happened to me nearly every day. I would wake up and I would absolutely dread facing the day ahead of me. Usually my phone would be buzzing or my stomach was tight. I'd feel sick, and that little voice inside my head was whispering, I can't keep doing this. I was constantly sick, constantly behind, and constantly trying to catch up with a world that was changing faster than I could breathe. My business wasn't thriving. It was 100% reactive. And I was constantly putting out fires, constantly hustling, and afraid that if I stepped away, everything would fall apart. And the truth was, it probably would have, because I had no systems or processes or procedures in place. There were nights that I cried because I felt like I was failing at everything: business, motherhood, life. And there were days that I envied people who could actually switch off. And every time I had a holiday or a long weekend came up, instead of excitement, I felt dread. How am I supposed to relax when everything is depending on me? And usually I'd end up with some sort of sickness because my body was just living on adrenaline and cortisol. But here's the thing, and I say this with love because it took me years to admit this to myself. It wasn't my business destroying me. Well, it was the way that I was operating it, but it was the way that I was letting myself operate it. That was the problem. And the world changed, and I didn't initially. I was still running my business like it was 2010. I had gut feeling marketing. I was posting only when I remembered. Didn't know what SEO was. I had no real digital footprint, no systems, no automation. Meanwhile, the digital world was moving ahead without me. It wasn't until I had a pivotal moment in my business where I lost three property managers in one day because I said we were moving to cloud-based property management software and I was onboarding virtual assistants into our business. From that moment, I was left managing around 500 properties on my own with onboarding a virtual assistant and a receptionist. I spent long hours, long nights, weekends in my office. And my poor kids at home were living on 2 minute noodles. But I was determined to create a business that I would enjoy working in and that would attract other people to really enjoy working in it as well. And that basically meant burning down all the foundations that I had already set up in my business and recreating it from the ground up, but recreating it as a modern, future proofed business. And thankfully, I did that and spent the hours and the heartache doing that because then COVID arrived. And suddenly, everyone who didn't have some digital systems in place and hadn't embraced technology was scrambling. Businesses who thought, I'll get to it later, were thrown into chaos overnight. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear, but someone has to say it. That exact same shift that happened in COVID is happening right now with AI. It's the same pattern, it's the same warning signs, but this time it's moving even faster. Data is already showing that more than a third of businesses will struggle to survive in the next few years if they don't embrace digital and AI now. That's a third of businesses will struggle to survive. And that's not grow, they will only be surviving.
If you're ready to be a super organised, focused and productive property manager, buckle up because Colmio is about to revolutionise the way that you work. Colmio is the driving force behind property management excellence in residential real estate. Now picture this, a comprehensive end-to-end system designed to be the beating heart of your property management tasks, manage your properties, owners and tenants, and handle payments, inspections, and even marketing listings without leaving the platform. Colmio is designed to be an all-in-one solution to all your property management needs. And here's the game changer. Colmio isn't just software. It's been awarded the most innovative prop tech scale up in 2023. Yes, you heard it right. Colmio has been recognised for their groundbreaking approach to property management software. How good is that? So property managers, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, dive into the future of property management with Colmio. You can book in a demo with the team today and go in their weekly draw for a Prezi gift card worth $100. All you need to do is to head to the link colmio.com/thatpropertymum, and Colmio is KOLMEO.
And I could feel myself becoming one of those businesses, or I was one of those businesses. I was always chasing, always reacting, always exhausted, and never ahead. But like I said, when I burnt down the foundations and started again, everything shifted. I knew there had to be a better way, and I couldn't keep sacrificing my health and my sanity and my family for a business that I had built to give us freedom. I didn't need more motivation. I was so motivated. I had goals. I was so determined. And I had been hustling for so long. It was all I knew. But what really shifted everything, I needed a digital framework that carried the weight with me, or better yet, for me. And so I built it piece by piece, night after night, until one day it worked. My business started attracting clients instead of me chasing them. Leads were coming in while I slept. My content had a strategy, not just stress behind it. Systems ran without my constant supervision. And for the first time in years, I felt free. I could breathe again. I could step away without fear. I could finally run my business instead of letting it run me into the ground. And that is why I built the Digital Marketing and AI Academy, because I don't want you to go through what I did. I don't want you to wake up with dread. I don't want your body suffering because your business won't slow down. And I don't want you quietly panicking that the industry is changing and you're not ready. And I don't want you to push this away because it feels too overwhelming or too expensive or not the right time. Because I used every one of those excuses too. I don't have time. But I learned the hard way that not leaning into it cost me more time. I don't have the money, but I was losing more money every month by staying stuck because I never got time to get to any of my growth tasks. It's too overwhelming. I said that all the time, and I still get into overwhelm, and it's a conscious thing that I have to work on. But staying overwhelmed is even worse because you then start procrastinating, or I'll do it later, nearly broke me. And there is honestly no perfect moment to start, but there is a perfect moment to fall behind. And it's always when you tell yourself you can wait. And the truth is, digital isn't slowing down. AI isn't going to wait for you to feel ready. And your competitors aren't pausing to see how you feel. And your business won't magically transform until something changes. So, what I believe you need is a system, a strategy, and a heck of a lot of support, and a framework that works in the background so that your business doesn't collapse every time you need to rest, have time off, or simply a moment to be human. So imagine the version of you 6 months from now, and imagine waking up without dread, checking your emails and seeing new leads, not problems, posting content without panic or without the panic of saying, I don't know what to say, I don't know if this is working, or watching your brand attract instead of you chasing. Seeing your business grow even while you're at the beach or with your kids or taking a weekend away. Imagine feeling calm, confident, and in control again. This isn't about learning digital marketing. It's about reclaiming your freedom, your time, your energy, your life. And if that's what you truly want, I mean, like truly want, then the Digital Marketing and AI Academy is the path that will get you there. Doors are open right now, but not forever. Not whenever you feel ready, right now. And I encourage you right now because the world is shifting whether we like it or not. And you deserve to be ahead of that shift, not buried under it like so many of us have already experienced in the past. If you're ready for more clients, more income, and more freedom than you've felt in years, if you're ready to build a business that works even while you don't, and if you're ready to stop surviving and start scaling, then I encourage you to check out the link in the show notes to the Digital Marketing and AI Academy. When you join, there are also some amazing bonuses that you get. We're going to do a 8-week live implementation to make you accountable for getting through each of the 8 modules. You get lifetime access to the Digital Marketing and AI Academy. So as digital changes and AI changes, I constantly keep updating the Academy with those changes. So you're always on top of everything that's happening. I also get live one-on-one coaching with me as well. And I have created a digital growth framework, Chat GPT, that will also help you with all of your digital content creation as well. So I really encourage you to take a look at the link in the show notes. And you don't need to burn out to succeed. You just need a better system to market your business and market your business to future proof it. And I believe this is the perfect framework for you. Thank you so much for being here. Can I ask you a quick favour before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.